So today we're going to talk about getting unstuck, and this will show its like face in a lot of different forms, but it's actually just the same problem. And so, for me this time around, it was I need to arrange this song, I need to arrange this song, and I didn't know how I wanted to arrange it precisely, and I had sort of organized it into some sections, but I didn't know how to arrange it or how I wanted to arrange it. And another example would be this kid. He's like, "Oh man, this song needs a guitar part, but I don't know what part," right? And what this is it's being stopped by what's called a top-down approach to problem solving, where you start with the solution or how you want things to end up, and then this point B, and you're at point A, and then once you have that point B, you know which direction to travel in, and you just go towards point B, right? The problem with that is that, oh, there's two problems. One, we might not be able to come up with point B at all, right? And the other one is that if we do, it might not be a very good point, and we might have just thought it was a good point for some reason without really knowing. So the alternative to this is what's called bottom-up approaches, where you lay a foundation and you start, I don't know, writing some parts, smashing them together, see what sticks, like what works, what doesn't work, and through the information you gather, the tools and like everything that you build along the way, right, all the progress that you make, that informs the direction that you want to go. So you start at point A and you might find that you want to go this way or you want to go this way, right? So we're trained to do top down thinking all the time. Like, even what do you want to do with your life? It's get a good job. Like, so maybe I should go be a doctor or something. And then you think you want to be a doctor. And so you spend your life and you go to med school and, all that stuff. But a bottom up approach would be like, oh, what do I like? What am I skilled at? Like, what do I want to fill my days with? Like, what are my values? What's important to me? And if you really, gather that kind of information and really know yourself and all that kind of stuff, then it sort of directs you as to where you really ought to be. Um, which is probably not news to a lot of you guys since you're musicians and you're taking a path that is fundamentally um, not a good job or something like that. Um, but yeah, so this will you'll notice, or you won't notice yourself doing this. That's the important thing, is you just be stopped. You won't know what to write. And the answer is you don't need to know what to write. You just need to keep being productive, trying different things, right? Making stuff that might not necessarily work, but as you explore this area, you'll gain information that will direct you as to where you actually want to go with this. So for instance, this arrangement, it's like almost 6 minutes long. I probably need to chop down 2 minutes. I might like rearrange one section to another, like get rid of these things, checkerboard them differently, add stuff like transitions, but at least now I have something to work on, right? Before I was just sitting here, I had some scenes and whatnot, but I didn't have anything to work on, right? Because I was trying to already have that point B in mind, right? So I could move towards it. So if you find yourself getting stopped, I highly recommend letting go of whatever preconceived notions you have about where you're supposed to be going, and then just explore a little bit and have fun with it. And then very quickly you'll get a much better sense of where you ought to be headed, right? Without needing a very specific destination in mind. So hopefully this was useful to you guys. I know that this happens to me all the time, even now. Just it's about letting go and just getting your work done, basically, and not worrying too much about where it takes you, just making sure that it's really good. All right, love you guys. Peace.